Jimmy said he could handle this. Oh, he's from Los Angeles.
You're listening to episode 48 of the Let's Go podcast. My name is Justin.
My name is Kelly.
Yeah, but you know what? We cannot just do this show as two because there's three heads here today.
And 2.5 beards.
And 2.5 beards.
I'm calling
there
your beard
go.
a half beard.
Mine's a half beard. We have a rad friend.
We got rad friends. Rad friends, rad friends.
All right. Welcome to the show, our good buddy, Rusty Harrison.
Hola, peoples. How
Hey.
are we?
Hi,
What's
Rusty.
happening? Hola.
If you would see Rusty, you would not say, "Hey."
That guy's
hola.
going to say
I'm
hola.
at least 1/4 Hispanic.
Are you?
1/4.
No, I don't think so, but maybe.
In
It's
maybe.
a possibility.
Right, could
we
be.
do live in California.
Right?
My wife is 100% Hispanic. Well, I don't know. She hasn't done one of those biological, like you spit in the thing.
Oh.
But
Do you have to spit? I thought they just like swab
No,
your
you
cheek.
you spit.
You spit
in the
into a
20,
container.
What is it, 23andMe, whatever?
Yeah.
My mom just did that. I'm part like Eastern European.
What?
I just found out.
Really?
I was like, part Russian, you know?
Oh, hello. I can't wait to do it. I'm going to do it next year. It's going to be great.
I don't understand. You can find out you're
I want to find out
Native
where I'm
American,
from.
then you get paid.
No, you have to have. Well, actually, so Bert's mom has like a high percentage of Native American.
Oh,
We're like,
dang.
oh shoot! So her family, like from her mom's side at least, was like from Spain and like stuff like that.
I think you have to be at least the 16th. I think that's the cutoff.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like collect. I don't think they just send you a check. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
No.
Either. I don't even know where that money comes from.
Comes from
Just because we
Gambling.
said bye and then we pay him.
well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
You have to submit.
I'll Google
you
it
gotta,
later.
Yeah, Google. Talk to your congressman.
Contact the BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
There you go.
That sounds
the
scary.
BIA.
BIA.
Not the CIA.
Yeah.
The BIA.
Well, I would like to check in with the Beer IA. Oh!
Beers, all kinds of beers. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese beers. Glug, 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 glug.
So our friend Rusty, he was very kind, and he brought over a very special treat for us today. So as we kick off each show with a tasty beer,
Pass them
excuse
around.
me, pass them around. He brought
one
over
down.
a Dr. Jekyll's Beer Attack. It is an Irish-style red ale, and it's made with organic hops. So if you're going to make anything nowadays, you got to use them organic hops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a truly remarkable, one-of-a-kind Irish-style ale.
It
so
sounds
we
sexy.
Allegedly.
So
We'll find out right now.
Yeah,
This is
allegedly.
this is actually in celebration.
Yes.
I had my first physical today
Oh,
in like 8 years.
There you
Let's
go.
get Physical.
So,
Good time.
and all my blood work so far has come back great.
so far it's been great.
Success.
So clink.
So we're going to celebrate with a beer.
Here we go. Celebrate. All right.
Dang.
Okay.
That's dang
Good.
tasty.
Yeah, it's good. So it's
Sorry. I hate smacking my lips in the
it's
in the
all right.
microphone.
It gives we truly we haven't had this at all until right now. So it has 98.3% organic ingredients. I read that at first. I was like, wait, is that the alcohol content?
Right.
We're gonna die.
Them dang hippies taking over beer now.
We're going
Yeah.
straight.
98.3% organic ingredients. And
That-
so
I wonder what that 1.7 is.
yeah, that's what
You don't want to know.
It's not organic water.
You can't handle
So-
the truth.
No, it has
This
to
is
be.
22 ounces. You know, it's a big one. We're split in between three grown men. 5.4% on the alcohol.
It's great.
by volume.
It's
It's
good.
really good for.
It's really nice to not have. I mean, not that it's really nice to not have an IPA.
That's what I was telling Rusty earlier.
Yeah,
today.
he was like, don't get an IPA because we've done all that already.
Like I feel like it's just I don't mind IPAs, but I'm very bored about talking about them.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's like, how can you say like, this is very hoppy?
Yeah. This,
Yes, it's got the hops.
Yeah.
The hops.
You can taste some malt in this thing though. It's got that.
unless someone
really,
throws something funky on it, I'm like, okay, I'll listen to that. You know,
Yeah.
but
I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge beer guy, but like I prefer double IPAs over single IPAs. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I feel like they're less.
that Betty IPA from
Oh, it's good.
that's
Betty's
really
good.
good. I just had one of those the other night. So typically I'll go and get an IPA when I'm like out somewhere and they don't have a huge selection because that's all they have now. They're like, oh, we got IPA for them craft beer guys.
for those one guys.
Yeah. But yeah, this is good. What are you guys feeling? What are you guys thinking?
Should we discuss our rating scale?
We should before we even get into
Before we
rating.
rate
that.
a beer?
How do you rate a beer? So first, we jump out the door with it's better than anything. It's better than the name of the show. It's
You
the
gotta
gotta
go.
go. Like, man, gotta go get that beer because if you don't do it, you're gonna miss out. and
You
it's
got to hear
probably
you hear that
limited.
ham horn as soon as you say "gotta go."
It's limited edition. Go get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta
Go down
go.
to the bodega and get yourself a tasty beverage.
The
and
bodega.
sometimes it's like, oh, get Pliny the Elder. They go
Our,
out.
our
Pliny-
unofficial sponsor
oh.
of La Bodega.
Unofficial. We sponsor them. What are you talking about?
I know, right?
So
That's why I say it's unofficial.
Unofficial,
We
yeah.
haven't really run it by
Unofficially.
him.
We haven't
love-
got that check yet,
I
but
love.
working
It's in the
on
mail.
it.
It'd be great to roll
It's
up
in
and
the
be
mail,
like,
bro.
hey guys, so we got a show this week, and they're like, oh yeah, here's your sample pack, partner.
Ooh.
That'd be nice.
Partner.
So below that we have
So
the
if you're
namesake.
listening.
Yeah, so if you're listening. So the namesake of the show, the Let's Go. If it's like just a delicious beer,
It's like a good
worthy.
4 out of 5. You're like,
yeah, 4 to 5
All right,
is
let's
good.
go.
Such is life, right? And then if it's just okay, it's like, man, maybe didn't change the world for me. It's a go. Like
Yeah.
it's good. It's
Let's
not
go.
like
We could go.
yeah,
Go. Be all right.
yeah. And then below that is the don't go. Like, man, that was just that was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe it was when I wasn't garbage, but it was like, I wasn't feeling that, dude.
I could
don't
have
bring
caught
a
him on an
Michelob.
off night, but I would say don't go. You
Yeah.
know, it's like one of those.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then
And then there's if it's completely just awful, like it's trash juice. Like,
It's trash
why'd you
juice.
bring that?
Trash
And then we'd probably
so
kick
the
you out.
accumulation of fluids on the bottom of a dumpster.
Yes.
Swipe that up, squeeze it into a cup, drink it.
I
That
actually
is
had
trash juice.
I actually had actual trash juice on me a couple weeks back.
Ugh.
It was so gross. I was like, ah. And then I just laughed because I thought about the show and I was like, trash juice. I literally got it on me.
Now I know.
There you go.
Now you know.
Now
And
you
knowing
know.
is half the battle, like
yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joe. Like kids are like, I love those. Do you remember those? Like kids would be
Sergeant
like,
Slaughter.
the kids would be doing something stupid like spray painting in a garage with no ventilation. They'd be like, yeah, let's spray paint this bicycle. They're
Let's
like,
put this garden hose in this tailpipe.
what's
Just to
wrong?
see what
What's
happens.
wrong with Reggie? And like the kid passes out, and then
Reggie's falling asleep.
in
Reggie
the
gone.
background, you see like a weird G.I. Joe in the window, and it's like, it's barbecue. And he's like, hey, kids, what are you doing here? You got to open up the garage if you're going to spray paint stuff. And they're like, thanks, barbecue. And knowing is half the battle. And then you're like, why is this
Now you
military
know.
man staring in my window?
Because
He's just
America.
watching.
That's why, because America.
You know, he's full like mask. Why are you wearing orange camouflage? Anyway.
Anyway,
We're
so
talking
that's our
about-
rating
I
system.
There's our
digress.
rating system.
I digress.
Don't you remember those PSAs?
I do.
Then it's all G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
What do
gosh.
you rate this, dude? You
I
brought
said,
it.
I said, let's go.
You give it a let's go.
I said, let's go.
I'm gonna go and a half it. It's like it's not too bad. I would drink it. I'm drinking it right now. I'm not spitting it out. But it's
No.
Right.
I'll say for Irish, it's average.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
What's
Nothing
wrong with
but
Irish
Irish thing.
people?
No, for an Irish ale.
Oh,
is what I
okay,
meant.
this is the beer.
I'm sorry. I need to get
Sorry.
more specific.
Yeah.
It's good.
For me, it's a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a go.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
Yeah.
So it's one less than what I say. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
Gotcha.
less. That's all right.
All right.
But everybody likes different things.
To
right.
each his or
Yeah.
her own, bro. No,
His or her.
no big deal.
You should assume my gender.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
That's why I didn't.
I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna spit it
It's
out.
not that
it's
bad.
going in my stomach.
Yeah. So check it out. I mean, if you're into the Irish style reds,
It's good.
then check it out, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that
It's worth a
if you're a
spin,
fan of that. I don't drink a lot of reds either. So,
and it won't
There
break
you
the
go.
bank from the.
That's right.
no, dude, $6
yeah.
for a 22 ounce. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And the art is really cool. So that's a plus for me.
Yeah, Justin does like the beer art quite.
I
a
do.
Bit.
I'm like, and people have been
Oh,
doing way
artsy
cooler
fartsy.
stuff. Yeah, man. I
He's
like
a little
I like-
artsy and a little fartsy.
Been very fartsy today. So. So yeah, there we go. So we'll just jump into some stuff. Let's jump into I wanted to talk about a movie first because Rusty didn't see it, and I don't want him to feel left out for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
but we wanted to talk
Well,
about
because
it.
you guys are going to talk about some stuff
I'll pretend.
Yeah.
later on
Well,
that I
and
don't.
here's
know.
And
what's
then
good.
people won't know if it actually happened or
Right.
if it.
But I feel like you can always still be involved in conversations because just like side note and plug on the comic show last week we talked about that movie Venom. I didn't see it, but we had Matt and we had a guest Mike on there, and they saw it, and I was able to contribute because
What did they think?
what did they think? Did you see it?
No.
They
But I
were
love
both-
Tom Hardy, man.
They were both disappointed, but they said it was fun. It just wasn't great.
Oh, and this is like from comic nerd
Yeah, these are like nerds. Like, dude, we love Venom and
Straight up nerd.
Nerd alert.
which I am. But yeah, so that was kind of their. The overall was a go. It was a go. Was the overall rating for that? But
How often? I feel like go's like the middle of the road. How often do you land on go?
we're actually pretty nice. But I think it's because we tend to like jump into things and media that we like, and so we're usually giving out let's goes or gotta goes.
Yeah.
But I think we
Even
can
gotta
actually
go's
be
kind
more
of
critical.
a rarity for me. I do halves sometimes.
Have these?
Like if
least
it's
be on
just
halves.
not quite there, like it's a 90%. It's a paper. It's just not 100 out of 100. I'll give a let's go and a half.
Let's go and a half.
This is Kelly's nice, dude. Kelly can't be like completely.
just
Like he
non-committal.
was like he wouldn't give it a full on go. He was like it's a go and a half. Like that half goes a long way.
It does
I'm
because it goes
5.5.
because okay, if you look at a 50% or right in the middle,
Yeah.
a 3 out of 5, that's like a D.
That's true.
But let's go and a half. That's a C. You're getting there. You're getting the job done.
All right,
You pass.
go and a half. Pass. You passed.
F plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gave you a straight up D. FYI. There you
Just
go.
so
That
you
red.
know.
Justin
Pouring it down.
just gave him a
It's a D.
Give you
I
a D.
appreciate it. Ain't gonna spit it out because it has alcohol.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a movie we saw a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Bad Times at the El Royale. Did you ever see
So
a trailer or anything for this?
Nothing.
Man.
So good.
So this thing kind of came when my predictions on this was like it's gonna be a modern epic masterpiece. I don't know, just like the trailer for it got me really excited, and I don't know. What did you think when you saw the trailer for it?
When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay. I was still a little confused. But it played out just much like I thought it would. It's like a Tarantino. If you saw a Tarantino trailer, you're like, okay.
What just happened?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And the movie was very, very, very Tarantino-esque.
Yeah, you definitely like. This guy grew up on the same stuff we grew up on, So Drew Goddard did it. The last thing he directed, I believe, was The Cabin in the Woods. But he's written a lot of stuff. Did you see Cabin in the Woods?
I don't think so.
That was a
Probably
pretty
not.
good movie, man. But
It's
he
$4.99 on iTunes right
Hey.
now. In case you guys, there's a lot of good Halloween movies.
so
horror
he wrote
movies.
first season of Daredevil. We'll talk about that in
Oh,
a
that's
bit.
good. I like the Daredevil.
So The Martian, World War Z, Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
Some episodes of
movies
Lost,
that I enjoy.
Cloverfield. So he has some stuff that we've
he's got some
Yeah.
stuff under his belt.
Yeah, so
All right.
he definitely has like, oh, okay, you do some stuff, but this was his. I think since Cabin in the Woods is next big like Hollywood movie, and it definitely has the Tarantino fingers on it. Like, so I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Some people, I think the biggest critique was it's too long, but I'm like, I think it needed it, and it didn't feel long to me.
It's like 2.5 hours. There's been much
Yeah.
longer movies in
Yeah.
existence that are great.
People be
So
tripping.
stop complaining.
yeah.
Too
So
long.
I've sat down
If,
for
if
way
too
longer
long,
before.
if it's too long, and that's the only complaint you're basing a movie on, give me a break.
yeah,
yeah. Especially
Did
if
it
the
keep you
movie's-
entertained?
Right.
Heck
If
yeah.
it's
Was
good,
it good?
They're not just like making stuff up for sake of making stuff up.
yeah.
I think none of the characters were over-explained or under-explained. You had a very good reference for each and every person in that film.
Yeah. And one of the critiques I heard, and I'll just spoil it now because it's been out, was like, John Hamm's accent was terrible. And I was like, well, if you watch the movie,
Yeah, if you
It was
were paying
supposed to be.
attention.
because he was a CIA agent, right? He was a CIA.
Yeah, he
or-
gets on the phone and talks to his kids in a normal
yeah,
voice.
he was putting it on. He was like,
He was
a
hamming
ruse.
it up.
Hey,
Hey.
But, yeah. So the cast is great. So you got Jeff Bridges, you got John Hamm,
Anything with Jeff Bridges, the dude abides.
Yeah,
the dude abides. You have Nick Offerman,
The dude
in a
who
small
abides?
little spot, which he's really good.
Yeah.
And then Thor's in it. Chris Hemsworth.
I like
was-
how he loses his identity. He's now just Thor.
Sorry, I couldn't think of his name right away.
He was trying to associate.
Yeah,
For-
hey,
for
No,
those-
it totally works. Just like
If you
Jim in
say
the
Crim-
office, right? Jim's Jim. I mean,
The
he's
Office?
he's all bad.
Yeah,
at
but you say
in
that,
13
and I-
hours,
and
but
I-
he's still Jim.
I just think about how
You know,
Karen
it's
was
that
the
part when
best.
Jim was
How
like taking on them
Karen's the
Terrys.
I always think about anytime someone says Jim from The Office, I just think Pam sucks. Karen, I'm team.
But it's
Karen.
not even about. I like Karen too.
Karen was the better option, like all around.
Karen?
No, that whole show
Karen.
is about Jim and
Who's Karen?
Dwight.
Yeah, that's true.
Fantastic.
I'll agree, man. We need to do an Office show. Kelly hasn't watched The Office though.
You need to get on that, Kelly.
Boo to me.
Boo to Kelly. But anyways, basically what's going on in this movie, it is a hotel that separates the Nevada and California state line, so it's right there in the middle. And something happens 10 years ago in the 60s, and so this takes place in like the late 70s, right, Kelly? 70s-ish.
I
Right.
would say, yeah.
And so
I don't know if there was an official date stamped on anything that
Yeah,
I saw.
No, 1968 was when like they meet and they do things at this hotel, right? And I think
Oh, then it was like 10
so
years
50.
later.
So I think in
or-
the 50s is when something went down. So at the 68 is when
Okay.
this movie took place. Anyways,
real good.
yeah, there was a robbery at one point and there was some money buried in this hotel. And I won't give away certain parts. I don't want to completely spoil it. But it's there's a lot of like backstory flashbacks going on, and like, oh wait, what is that? You know, a lot of this like forward, and then they do like the backstory fill in of a character's like origin.
Very
Good stuff,
Tarantino
dude.
where it bounces
Very Tarantino,
around.
or you see different angles, like, oh, that's her like perspective of what happened. And
Mm-hmm.
Hotel's pretty cool. I think even the music's good. I think all the performances are good. Like it has a really good style to it too. And so I was like, dude, I'm thoroughly entertained at this movie.
Yeah.
So was it the best movie in the world? Probably. No.
Probably.
What did you think,
Probably.
Kelly, about it?
I loved it. If I'm going to shoot into a rating, I'm going to do a typical Kelly and say, let's go in a half.
Wow.
Very worthy effort. It was definitely an A.
Yeah.
It
I think
wasn't-
people are snoozing on it, man.
Yeah, definitely. People
Yeah.
are definitely snoozing if they have
Like, I'm
something,
gonna go watch A Star Is Born. I'm like, man, that movie already came out.
which is fine.
No, that's fine, I guess. But-
Like I've heard that is great too, and I'm interested in seeing it. However, we're talking about Bad Times at El Royale,
yeah.
El Royale.
which I also found enjoyable because it's almost like a little Tarantino nod, the Royale with cheese,
I was just
the
saying
El
that.
Royale.
You know what they call quarter pound with cheese?
No, Bad Times at the Quarter Pounder. Man, last time I had a Quarter Pounder, it was a bad time. So.
Hey.
Or was it? Or did
Yeah.
you get to enjoy it twice?
Oh,
Ah. So, anyways, I liked it. I'm just gonna give it a let's go. I don't think it was a gotta go, but definitely think it was a let's go. And
right.
if I had
Which
to
is
write an
why I put it
article, I'd
somewhere
be
in
really
between.
corny and go good times at the bad times. Or,
Good times
Good
at El
times.
Royale.
Good
baby.
times.
It was, man, I thought it was just a fun movie, and I want to see it again. I can't wait. My wife was actually, I think it was Friday, like, hey, let's go see a movie. And she didn't want to see anything else. What about that one movie? I go, I saw it. You remember you said you didn't want to see it? And she's like, I did want to see it. Anyways, it was one of those, like, let's go watch it.
You
No,
said
never
this.
mind.
No, you said
I'm like,
that.
"Should've-" I was like, we talked about this.
You were there.
I remember showing her the trailer. Like, I don't show her a trailer as much. And I was like, babe, look at this. She's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That did not elicit a response of like, we
Right.
got to go see that. It was like,
Right.
okay, you don't want to see that? Fine. I'll go see
Moving
Kelly
on.
and Eric.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Brother.
Bruh.
So it was a good movie. What was the last good movie you saw, dude?
Yeah.
In the movies?
Yeah.
Bro, my
Really?
wife hates the movies,
Been a
man.
while.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like the movies though?
I love the
You
movies.
should just go with us.
I'm down.
Yeah. What was
I'm
the last
down.
movie you saw in the theater?
Me and George went and saw. Yeah, George is my boy.
Yeah.
My
Well,
boy.
my son.
Yeah,
Not
not
like my
like
boy.
hey, my
oh, I
boy
mean, he could be
George.
my boy too.
Right, he
Yeah.
is.
No, that's not true. We went and saw The Incredibles 2. I wouldn't go see that again.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie, dude.
No, it was like
I
the
actually-
same movie again.
I dozed for like a second.
And I honestly, like, I got stuck on just the proportions of what's the mom's name?
Oh,
Stretch
Elastigirl?
Girl. Yeah, like she got the badonkadunk and
Dude,
it
her
just,
booty don't
it's
quit, dude.
awkward. Yeah, for real.
It just stretches.
Anyways, that was the last movie I went and saw.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
And so you gave that a don't go.
Yeah, don't go.
Incredibles 2, don't go.
I mean,
Now on
dude,
digital.
George didn't even want to watch the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, he was not
He's
wanting
like,
this
Dad,
thing.
can we go get a hamburger?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get to. Can I want more
That
popcorn?
movie was dragging for me, dude.
Yeah, it
And
wasn't.
then that weird like short in front of it with like they're eating the kid. What was it like? He was like a treat.
Yeah.
Eating the kid. What?
It was a weird. There was a weird Disney short about like this kid. What was he? A cupcake or something?
Yeah, it was like a dumpling.
Yeah, it was a dumpling. It
Yeah.
was weird, man.
It was weird. So like, is this chubby
Moving to
kid, which I could say
cannibalism
because
now?
I'm chubby, and he like turns into a dumpling.
Yeah, and
Or
then mom
something.
eats him. I don't
No,
know.
no, no.
Wait.
So like, it starts as a dumpling, and then it like portrays this chubby kid into this dumpling kid,
Yeah.
and mom loves dumplings, kids. Weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even know, but that was weird. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, and it went dragged on. Even that was forever. I'm like,
Oh.
move on, dumplings.
Just make
get
me
it.
a Mickey Mouse cartoon, man.
Right.
Like you don't use him enough.
Steamboat Willie, bro. Can't go
Yeah.
wrong.
Come back. Part 2. Steamboat Willie 2.
Yeah,
Even more.
I
Steve.
envision like Die Hard.
Willie is back,
Abs,
and
Willie's
he's
back.
bad.
He's all, but it's no steampunk Willie, and it's all steampunk.
P.S. Throwing out the invite. Die Hard 30th anniversary in the movie theaters November
11th.
I'm gonna have to look this
That
up.
was 30 years ago.
Sunday,
I'm so
November
old.
11th.
Yep.
So old.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Sunday,
Mother
November
trucker.
11th at 2 or 7 p.m. You will catch me at one of those. I
Yes.
don't know which one yet.
I'm in.
Probably leaning towards 7,
I'm-
just because 2
lean-
would be a little quick.
I'm leaning towards 2 if possible. But
Dude, that's right after work.
I know, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
Anywho,
see.
we'll talk about it if you want to make that happen.
You know what movie I did just
We'll
I
throw the
saw-
invite on our social media.
Cesario or
Sicario.
That one, yeah.
The new one, the sequel?
Yeah.
Sicario
It
2.
was good. It was good.
Sicario 2.
Whatever. Words are hard. It's not
Nice.
even English.
So okay, so that other than that was it.
Yeah.
All right, but Rusty likes to stay home, right? Rusty's
do.
like, hey man, I'm gonna watch
I'm a
shows.
homebody,
I'm
yeah.
gonna watch shows on my couch.
Ooh,
where I can-
shows.
where I can control my input. So what was the last show that you like binged on that you finished? Nothing
Oh.
that you like started and didn't finish.
Oh, bro, the Daredevil, man.
Season 3.
2 days, man.
2
Yeah.
days?
2
Oh
days.
dang, you had some free time.
Dude, it was good.
Dude, I just finished 2 last night.
So good.
Daredevil season 3
Bomb.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's better than season 1.
I would agree. I mean, it's similar. He's like back to his roots. So like
Yeah.
I felt like he meant it.
Spoilers, FYI. If you haven't finished it, we're just gonna talk freely.
Yeah, they're just
Kelly.
gonna ruin this for Kelly. 'cause
No,
he
we're
hasn't
gonna try to
seen
dance.
one
We're gonna try to
episode.
dance
Yeah.
for you. We're gonna dance.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Man, it was.
It's
It
good.
was.
You got Bullseye in it. Like
Yeah.
legit.
I was a little bummed about that part of it of Bullseye because I like the costumes, man. I'm like, make the costumes work. They hinted at it as a kid, like he's baseball and he has like the bullseye on his hat.
Right.
And then at the end, they kind of did it. I was like, come on, you couldn't just give him a suit. Like they couldn't have given him some type of like tactical suit. I just wish that he had that.
Yeah.
Why is everyone so
Spoiler
scared of the
alert.
suit? Yeah. That part of me is like, oh, Netflix likes to pull the suit out on the last episode.
Right.
Nope.
But like this whole season was like anti-suit though.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was like straight roots. Like
Yeah,
Daredevil's
Daredevil.
just here to whoop A.
yeah,
He's
he was
back
what
to
we
the
do.
nitty gritty.
back in the black outfit.
Yeah, it was good.
Back in black.
Yeah.
It was good. I didn't like how he was like just revealing his identity to everybody. I felt like everywhere
He only
you
showed
turned-
one guy.
No way, because they touched on how he showed Karen
Well, yeah. she
and all
knew.
of that stuff, and then
But
like
she already knew.
everybody was like, it was like a thing for Foggy and all that stuff. Like, who is he? I want to know
but
who
then
he
It
is.
can't be if it's secret for too long. Then it's like you're stuck in the same story.
Right, but then it was like a big thing that he revealed to like Kingpin. You know, like bro, Kingpin
Yeah,
already knew,
but Kingpin,
man.
Yeah, but Kingpin knows. In the comics, Kingpin knows.
Yeah,
But it's like Matt Murdock outsmarts him all the time. People are like, "You're freaking stupid. He's a blind lawyer.
right.
Look at him."
What are you gonna do,
Blind.
blind man, whooping booties, man.
Yeah.
was
Oh
good.
man, the fights in this season were freaking.
Top notch.
Oh man, I mean they're always great. I feel like the stunt coordinator on this needs to work on Iron Fist because Iron Fist fights suck.
Oh, yeah,
But-
horrible.
You're watching. I think it was. Oh gosh, was it? I forget what episode it was, but I felt like I was watching a real fight. I was like, dude, I don't know. It was almost uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
dude, these guys are really hurting themselves. It was. I think it was. Was it the hospital? Was it the hospital fight? I'm trying to remember. Was there a hospital fight?
There was a hospital
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. I think that's what it was. The hospital fight. I was like, dang, dude. You're just tired watching it, and you're just like, those guys got to be hurting.
Dude, my favorite is like the correlation of literally New York was saved by a neti pot. You know what I mean? Like he was all jacked up, couldn't see, couldn't hear, all that, right?
Yeah.
And then boom, neti pot,
Yeah,
brand
he's
new
like,
man.
oh, cleared your all out.
That's all you need. Everybody, just go get a neti pot. You'll be fine.
Their
Yeah.
sponsor for the.
Right.
Yeah, so he ends up hanging out in like the church where that kind of took care of him when he was just orphaned by his his dad died and all that stuff. So there's a certain nun. I won't talk about this, but she's taking care of him.
Huge.
Yeah, and then he's going up against Kingpin is out. He gets out of prison some way, and then he kind of gets his fingers on the FBI.
Yup.
And yeah, I'm just telling you, dude, it's probably the best. Like, take comic book superhero stuff out of it because I'm not giving it a pass because of that. Like, I do have discernment in my life. It's just such
How
a good show.
accurate is it? That's what I always.
I mean, it's taking a whole bunch of stuff. Like they're taking a lot of like Bullseye was an FBI agent and all that stuff, but they took an interesting like spin on it, and I appreciated it. How accurate it's inspired by. 'Cause,
okay.
I mean, comics have been going on forever. Like Daredevil comics have been published for freaking like 50 years, right? So like they're just taking the best part of it, And even Karen Page's story, like it gets really dark and later, and you know, I don't know if they're going to get there and go there with the character, but you know, there's
Yeah. Well, they only have one more season left. You said, right?
no, I don't know what's going to happen because Netflix misses. I mean, Netflix. I don't know. They just canceled Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and I'm like, Luke Cage season 2 was really good, and
I
it
wasn't
ended
a
on that
fan.
sequel. You didn't. Oh man, it ended on that cliffhanger, and you're like, what the heck's gonna happen with Luke Cage? And like, they got to do something with that. So, anyways, I don't know. Punisher's coming out still, season 2, and then Jessica Jones season 3, which Jessica Jones season 2 was balls. I don't know why they're making another.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Daredevil. Hopefully,
Did you finish it though? You watched the entire season?
I didn't because I couldn't get past episode 4. I was
Oh.
like, forget it, dude.
I don't know.
No,
I
you're
watched
right.
the second season of Jessica
then don't
Jones.
judge. Don't
It
judge
was-
if you ain't seen it.
It was okay. Luke
thought it
Cage,
was
I was
good.
the same way. It just didn't get me. I think I watched like 4 or 5 episodes, and I was just like, meh.
Luke Cage season 2?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me, dude? I love
Okay,
it.
here's my thing. It was good, but I feel it was a little drawn out. Like
Really? I thought it,
you could have accomplished in 10 episodes what they did in 13.
Oh, absolutely. That's Luke
well, I
Cage.
think it was only 10 episodes. They cut Luke Cage
Dude, there was
down
a
to 10.
buttload of episodes. There was like 13. I
you
swear.
sure?
I promise.
Daredevil had 13 still.
Daredevil
But
was
Iron
so
Fist
good.
10.
Iron Fist is not good. I just don't like the storyline. It seems too far fetched. Like, granted, like superheroes are all far
Iron
fetched, but
Fist
like,
was better this season, but it wasn't great.
yeah,
But anyways, overall, Daredevil season 3, man, I give that thing a gotta go. There's my gotta go right there. There's my double G.
yeah.
So good, man. Like I want to watch it again.
I concur. I
Yeah.
would say, gotta go.
I'm going to say this: season 3, the best season. Then season 1, then season 2.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I feel season 1 is close. Like, I feel like the plot line is similar.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it's the same. It's
Did you see Defenders? That team up?
yeah, not a
episodes?
fan.
It was all right.
Yeah.
But if you didn't watch Defenders, it kind of sets up Daredevil. Just know at the end of Defenders, Daredevil, a building falls on him, and then at the end of it, he wakes up in like the nunnery, and
Right.
you're like, oh shoot, it's gonna be just like the
Yeah.
fall from grace.
You think
story.
Elektra's coming back?
Yeah, she has to.
Right?
Well, she gets resurrected in the comics, so
Oh,
and then Bullseye kills her.
again,
Yeah, and then
Second time.
Then she comes back again.
anything worth doing is worth doing 2-3
He's
times.
like, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I'm hoping if the next time we see Bullseye, he's a little more classic in like some type of suit. He
Yeah.
probably will be. He'll be like, oh man, I need a suit because I'm not.
Probably doesn't have. Never mind. We'll talk.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk later. We'll
Yeah,
talk off
later.
air.
You
Kelly's
see,
like
come back. We'll
scrolling.
talk about it.
Kelly's on like Wikipedia for season 3 of Daredevil right now. So yeah, man, that was a great show. Have you seen any other shows on the Netflix?
Dude, my roommate turned me on to. I can't remember what it is, but it's about this this like Jewish housewife. That turns-
that's a good show. What's the name of that show?
I can't remember the great or
Oh gosh.
Miss something.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
So
a good, where she's
funny, dude.
where she's a comedian.
Yeah, so funny.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Miss. Oh gosh.
I can't
Yeah,
think of it.
I know.
It's good,
who-
man.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut this part.
Google me, bitch.
Miss
Make a note.
Pip.
Pippi Longstocking is coming into your world.
Not Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. It's
No.
Miss Maisel. Miss Maisel.
Miss Maisel. The one. Was it Miss? Is it called Miss Maisel?
Something that's in the title.
Mom Maisel? No. The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Okay, let's go. You mean the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Maisel?
She is
Maisel?
marvelous.
That show's
love that.
really funny.
It's
I've-
funny, man.
My wife
I've
was
heard it was
watching. I was like,
great.
"What is this?" And
Right.
then I was like, "Oh, it's funny."
Dude, honestly, my roommate turned me on to it. I'm like, dude, it looks like garbage. And then you turn it on. I'm like, oh man, this is funny. And then it's sad. But
That's a
then
good
it's funny
show.
because it's sad. It's
I
good.
would say that show's like a go and a half. It's good. It's a good
I would
show.
say I would say it's a go.
I have nothing to base it off of, but
Oh.
the cast. I know Kevin Pollock's in it, and
Yes.
I love Kevin Pollock. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's good in it.
He cracks me
Yeah.
up.
It's good. Like it's not one of those shows that like you like it would never be a show that I would like, oh, I need to binge watch
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's funny. It's like Cheers, dude. We
no.
were into Cheers forever and like, oh yeah, we got nothing to do. Let's watch Cheers.
No, my wife binged it, dude. She was watching it. So
Yeah, it's a lady thing.
yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
See.
Yeah.
It is.
See.
It is.
Just.
See.
Yeah, I thought it was a good show.
It's
man.
funny. It's funny. I haven't watched all of it, but it's funny.
I've got one that none of you have probably watched that has been cracking me up, which is really hard to do. I don't know why. I don't even laugh at stand-up comedy barely anymore. and it makes me feel like I'm dead inside.
What's that?
But this show called Big Mouth, it's a cartoon. Nick Kroll
Yes.
did it, and it's on Netflix. There's 2 seasons, and it's basically just about his life as a teenage boy
Yeah.
in cartoon form. And it is the absolute most hilarious thing. I show people like the first 2 minutes of the first episode,
Yep.
and I'm like, you have to watch it because
So-
they are dying
Big
laughing.
Mouth.
So let me ask you this: would you let kids watch the first 2 minutes?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's not
Negative.
for children.
So
If
let me
you're-
tell
okay.
you. So let me follow this up. So
Yes.
my kid watched the first 2 minutes of that because he
Oh,
went.
no,
he-
bad idea.
He went and hung out with a buddy, and it was innocent. This kid was like, "Oh, it looks like a cartoon," and they played it because they thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, no.
And I think he saw the first 2 minutes. We had a whole
Oh.
parent talk, and it ended up being fine. Like
Had to talk about birds and bees.
not yet, but he was just like, it was weird, and I was like, "Are you sure?" We covered. He's like, "Yeah." So nothing, no damage was done.
Oh, dude.
But I'm
It's
like, I went and
Okay.
saw it, and I was like, "Oh," and my wife's crying and everything.
crying laughing or
Crying.
crying
No, she's
upset?
crying because she was like, "Oh my gosh!"
You
and
know,
like,
that's you know.
wives, dude.
Okay,
You know.
but if you have been a teenage boy at some point,
I was.
this will be the absolute most hilarious thing in the world because
Big
it'll
mouth.
help you like
Big mouth.
oh
Yeah,
dude.
I haven't seen it all, so I can't give it a rating. But
yeah.
I've been digging on Last Man
Okay,
Standing.
if
too
you can-
lately.
if you can-
that show's funny.
so
dude.
funny.
If you can stand crude humor and swearing and sexual content doesn't bother you,
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I can stand
then-
Rusty and Kelly. So
Right.
right.
Hey,
I know you're around
Hey-o.
us all the time.
Halfway
Hey.
there.
If you can stand it and it won't bother you, then watch it because it's hilarious.
Mm.
But please don't hold me accountable if your children accidentally
Yeah,
watch
do
it.
not watch. It's not for kids.
We are not endorsing.
Yeah, not endorsing
show.
at all. But Kelly loves it. Not endorsing, but Kelly loves it. It's
Judge
a great
Kelly
show.
and his decisions.
Okay, do you guys watch Glow at all? I just finished season 2. Oh, dude. Did you ever watch Glow?
Glow.
We growing up, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling?
Bro,
Oh.
legitimate. Like we didn't have a TV. Well, we didn't have a color TV until I was like 12.
Oh my gosh, dude. Glow is better in color.
Well, it makes sense. Otherwise, it'd just be like on.
It's just called On.
Right.
Well, dude, this show it's on Amazon and it's so good, dude. It's
thought it
like
was
not
on
a
Netflix.
documentary. Yeah, sorry, it's on Netflix. It's not a documentary. It's like based on it, so it's not like, oh, these are the characters from the show you used to watch. It's inspired by, and it's like Mark Maron's on it. He's great. Allison Brie. Everybody else is kind of like you don't really know. They're not like big name actors, but it's really well done. And even if you don't like Glow, like you didn't grow up on it, it's like a compelling show. It's so good, man. It's like in the 80s, just lady wrestling kind of taking off. They film it for like low budget, like local TV station, and it's starting to pick up. Like now, it's like, oh, it's getting popular, and so it's just a fun show. I give it it's a huge let's go, enthusiastic.
It's all right.
Yep. Hey, what was that? So
Nothing.
yeah, it's. I just recommend watching it. So if you're looking for a show to watch, it's funny. My wife loves it. I love it. Finally, it's hard for us to connect on a show. Like, hey, babe, let's watch a show. I kind of got her to watch a little bit of Daredevil, but she wasn't keeping up. I'm like, I don't have time to wait for you.
This is serious business.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this show done because it's so good. And
To
when
be-
you fall asleep, I can't rewatch an episode.
Full disclosure, Christy did that on Luke Cage the other night because we were trying to finish it and like we kept getting and we got to the last episode and I'm like, I just can't do it. It was like 1 a.m. I'm like, I'm tired. And she stayed up and finished it. And I was like, how'd it end?
Luke Cage season 2 is really good. Rusty.
All right, I'll re-engage.
It was
I'll
good.
re-engage.
I loved it, dude.
It was good. It just could have been a little shorter.
I
That's
really dig the
my whole
music
opinion on it.
and like just like the ambiance of
Oh,
Luke Cage.
dude.
Like
That's the
I
best.
dig it.
Dude,
That's
when
the
they kick
best.
into Wu-Tang at the end, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, dude.
Christy's like, who is this? I'm like, what?
Do you not even know?
I think she could tell. Like once Method Man started, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Luke Cage, dude.
It's just one of those things that she never listened to.
Wow. All right.
All right.
All right then. Cool.
Oh, who are these people?
Who are these people? Yeah, I haven't listened to any comedy lately. That's been really good. I've been like, oh man.
Dude, comedy. Remember Dane Cook, man? That guy was funny and then gone. Just like went
Because
off the deep end.
his shtick got old, dude. Because he wasn't really funny. He'd be like, I don't. He would just enunciate. His thing was enunciating instead of him going like, hey, I got a microphone. He'd be like, I got a microphone. There's a microphone right here. Has anyone seen the microphone? And people are like, oh, he says
He said
microphone funny. He
like
enunciates.
5 different times.
I was washing a dish. So he would explain things.
Shoes.
Ridiculous, yeah.
So good.
I mean, I'm not going to say he wasn't funny because I
Yeah.
listened to like I think 2 of his things. And I was like, that was funny, but after a while, it was like.
Yeah.
Then he tried to be a Kevin Costner movie actor and all that stuff. He wasn't doing anything for me. Now homeboy's like dating like a 19-year-old. I saw it. He's like 40
Dude,
something.
he went
Dude,
crazy.
he didn't go. I don't know if he necessarily went crazy, but he got his brother-in-law and sister, or brother and sister-in-law, ripped him off for a mess ton of money, like $40 million. Like stole a bunch of money from him,
Oh, really?
something like that. Yeah, and
Oh,
so
that
he
sucks.
lost his mind or whatever. I don't know. I've just heard.
Shocking.
I heard things, but that's a bummer. But
Yeah,
you
that
know.
sucks. You don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
But still.
he
I'm
just.
pretty sure he's still
I get
doing
it.
okay.
I get what you're saying though. His shtick just kind of wore itself out. It's-
Yeah, it didn't do anything great for me. But.
There's been some things I've been curious to watch on Netflix, like stand up shows, but I'm like, some of them have just been.
Yeah.
Dude, Joe Rogan's is pretty
Uh-huh.
good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was.
I
gonna
mean,
watch
like
his.
Joe Rogan's, like it's like coffee. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's acquired taste, but
Yeah.
he's funny, man.
He's funny. Sometimes I don't know if he's being serious or not. Like he has this whole take on like how the moon landing was fake and all that. And he's like, you have to be a dummy if you believe that. I'm like, I don't know, man.
He's just. I mean, he has an acquired taste too, but I just like it blows my mind how like I don't want to say like stupid, but like just uneducated he comes off. But like when he wants to, man, he like
Yeah, because then he
he'll
does jump
drop
in
some
on, like-
knowledge bombs. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang.
He knows a lot when they start talking about like physical things, like
Yeah.
how food breaks down and energies and stuff. Like obviously he trains. He's like
Right.
been around that stuff. But then there's other times where I'm like,
Even
yeah.
some kind of philosophical things. I was like, I get that. That's an interesting approach. If more
Yeah.
people had that approach, they'd probably be more compassionate about life in general.
I think he's actually like from the guests he has on. I'm like I listened to an episode where he interviewed freaking Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
It was
Dude, that
weird.
was great.
I was
Dude,
like,
Macaulay
listen to
Culkin
Macaulay
was good.
Culkin. Did you hear that one? I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, that is interesting. Like, there's, and he's like, you think he's gonna be a little harder on people, and he's not. He's actually he's a really great like interview with people. Like,
He's
oh, really?
good about seeing and discovering both sides of any. You know, I mean,
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
had like super liberal people on.
Yeah.
He's had super conservative people on.
Did you hear the one with Roseanne?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy,
I didn't
man.
hear that one.
She's a crazy chick, but I mean, like that's the point. He said all comedians are crazy
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. Like,
Yeah, it
Gives
was.
them
It
out.
was actually like.
Gives
I
them
mean,
out.
in the beginning, it was a little heartbreaking, you know.
Well,
just 'cause
yeah,
it's
she's-
Roseanne, but she's old.
Yeah.
you know, and
She's old.
she's old.
You can't
well,
do
I mean,
that
like
to her.
she's like
She's old.
She's like
Look at
decrepit
her.
old now. Like not maybe not like looks wise, but the way she talks, she like
Tales from
yeah. I thought it was funny too that she's like, I only smoke 1 pack a day. She must have smoked like 4 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah.
In the 2 hours that they were together, constantly.
yeah, it was that was an interesting listen, and yeah,
Yeah, my favorite is still Elon Musk. That was a good one,
that was
really?
that was
I gotta
really
listen to
interesting.
that.
Just like
dude. Everybody's response to
Everyone's
Elon.
gonna stop listening to this episode and start listening to Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna
yeah.
suck.
I'm not plugging Joe Rogan.
he's got,
his
he's got
stand-up
enough
is pretty
listeners.
funny.
Stay here.
Yeah,
stay
stay
with
here.
us
Stay
here.
here.
Yeah.
Leave us a rating. So, all right. So nothing else on like streaming?
Streaming
no shows you want to
TV.
recommend?
No,
Yeah, Stranger
man.
Things is supposed to be back, but till summer.
Never
Like right now is when
saw.
it should be coming on, and they're not. It doesn't come till June. I
Yeah.
heard.
I'm a fan. We dig on Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
My wife's into like Alaska State Troopers and
Oh, yeah.
the Frozen World or whatever
Yeah.
stuff
Bird
like
watches
that.
that too.
It's crazy. I'm like, it's boring, man.
Sandy
It's
must
the
have
same
told
Or
her.
those
thing every
guys
day.
that just build cabins. in
Yeah,
the-
man.
out in the like
They're just-
middle of
this
nowhere.
lady, she just looks unhappy. She's like trudging through the snow. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Sue.
go- Yeah.
Talking about Sue. Yeah,
Like, how are you even happy? Just gonna get this.
right.
I'm gonna go.
She's funny,
Got a
man.
trap queen.
She's funny. Got to shoot this bear right in the eye.
Right, yeah.
So good.
Well,
All right.
moving on from streaming movies, I see
Yeah.
something on Justin's desktop he
Well,
wants to
I got
talk
some
about.
notes. I got some notes.
You got notes?
You know, some
Notes on notes.
What was the last like
Streaming music.
streaming music? Oh, it doesn't have to be streamed. It could be
Okay,
purchased.
just music in general. What was
But,
the last album?
what was the last record you listened to?
The last record I
Come on,
listened
Rusty,
to.
tell me.
Um,
Why are you even here, man?
for real. I wasn't prepared for this. It's too much pressure. I've been digging on Hank the Third lately, which
Third.
is good.
That's real good.
Yeah, Hank the Third, he's good. And then what is that band? I can never remember their name, but they're good. They sound just like Led Zeppelin.
Oh, Greta Von Fleet,
Yeah, Greta Von Fleet.
Yeah.
They've been digging on them.
aka Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Wait, what was the song
Return.
they play? Greta Von Fleet.
A Highway Song is their big
How's
one.
it go? Hum it.
I can't hum that, man. Why?
Can someone hum it?
I can't hum it.
Dude, it's literally Led Zeppelin. It's just
Yeah.
like Robert Plant screaming for 15 minutes, and
Really?
you're like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's like if
But
you
it's-
want to hear more, if you wish there were a band that picked up where Led Zeppelin left off,
Yep.
you're in
Greta
luck.
Von Fleet.
Yeah.
You're in luck.
I've been digging on a little hardcore stuff lately.
Ooh,
Cool.
you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
That's true. I can't. Kelly actually just turned me on a band not too long ago.
What were they?
yeah. Now who did I turn you
Come
on?
on.
Right. Let me tell you. Let me look at my
I'm
Spotify
curious
real
now.
quick. I'll tell you.
Yeah, there you
Dude,
go.
I'm so bad with names.
Get on that
It's
playlist.
absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what's on my playlist here.
It's all show tunes.
Oh, we got 70s FM rock radio.
Oh snap!
Good. Milo Goes to College.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
Descendants. There you go.
Where the Light Is, John Mayer.
Okay.
No. Sorry, dude. You lost me at.
Well-
You don't like John Mayer, dude? So good. So good.
Unless it was a band called John Slayer, then maybe.
Oh, cover band idea.
Yeah.
I got Slightly Stupid.
Sorry, I was trying not to laugh into the mic.
Blues Traveler. I've been digging on Blues Traveler lately.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with nostalgia.
Tyler Childers. That was one
Yeah,
that you
that's
turned me
one
on.
I turned him on
Yeah.
to. That's a good one right there.
The Carter 3.
Oh,
Right. I listened to Lil Wayne's new album. Like, this is garbage. You got to go back.
yep.
Thelmonious Monk. Macklemore, Nina Simone.
Oh, Macklemore. Come on, Macklemore.
I don't know, man.
It's the worst.
Lil
He's the
Dicky.
worst.
Lil Dicky. I've been digging. I love Lil Dicky. He's funny.
That's the worst.
Lil Juice, man.
Man.
It is the worst, but it's like a train wreck. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then I dig Aaron Lewis a lot too. His new country stuff. I'm a fan.
Aaron Lewis, who's that? That sounds-
He's a lead singer from Stained.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Yeah, he went country. He's pretty good.
He's gone country.
That's what I've been digging on. It's kind of eclectic right now.
You can
If
see my
y'all could
face.
see the smirk on Justin's
Right.
face, like,
Justin, what have you been streaming lately?
Yeah.
The Ramones.
No, I wasn't talking about. There's a new AFI song that just kind of dropped out of nowhere.
Nope.
And it's balls.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
just
new
like all
EP
of
coming out.
AFI
I listened to
stuff.
about 15 seconds. I saw
It's
like
called Get Dark.
I was
and
like,
it's just-
nope.
Here's the thing, Jade Pajou, freaking great guitarist. Like their guitarist, he's amazing.
I mean, for a
You-
punk rock band.
No,
Ish.
like I think he's legitimately talented, man. He's like AFI is like kind of surpassed like the punk rock genre. There's like a rock band now, you know.
Yeah.
Like their roots are there. I just been a big AFI fan, but like they're hit or miss. Like their last record, like it's called the Blood album. I thought it was okay. It was good. And then the record before that, Burials, was really good. And the record before that, Crash Love, suck. Was like, oh, this record just sucks. They're like, I don't know what the heck happened.
Yeah.
This, I don't even know, dude. I was bored. I listened to it and I was like, I'm bored by it. I didn't even listen to it again. I listened to it one time. I was like, no desire to re-listen. I was
don't want to
done.
revisit.
No.
So I gave that track just a go. It's a go.
What would you consider? Give me a garbage juice.
A trash juice.
Trash juice, sorry. What is that like?
From
John
who?
Mayer, right? John Mayer's.
No, because I wouldn't say. Here's the thing. I respect John Mayer. I think he's a great musician, right? It's like Dave Matthews Band. I don't like him. I'm not going to listen to a record. I can't be objective though because I don't like that style of music.
Yeah, dude, Carl
So
Beaufort's one of the
they're
best drummers
talented.
in the
They're
world.
yeah,
man.
yeah. Everyone says stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, but I can't say it's trash juice because there's actual like talent involved.
Right.
But then where I'm like, no, it's trash juice. Like musically is when
Mumble rap.
it's mumble rap is kind of trash juice, and then
Mumble rap.
some of that stuff, like I don't want to say Ariana Grande because I think she's a talented singer, but that genre of music, I feel like it's just fabricated. I think that's trash juice.
Like White Stripes.
Fake pop.
no, why you straight? No, like
Garbage.
He's talking
No.
fake pop.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
like fake pop, like stuff that's like
What,
never
you
gonna
think
do
White
it.
Stripes is garbage?
I
And
don't
you
like White
just,
Stripes.
dude, what?
I don't.
And you told me all the stuff you just listened to.
I
and
know.
You can't get behind
Dude,
White
this
Stripes?
is the thing, right? Like, so, like,
We're gonna fight.
we gonna fight,
We're gonna fight. You're gonna be
throw
like,
microphones at
No,
each
we
other.
can have differences of opinion.
not me.
So, like, I'm like legit music. Like, I'm a jazz guy. So, like,
I'm a smooth operator.
I sit around and listen to jazz, and it's good.
Some Sade.
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 Oh, dang.
Do some
Sade.
Michael Franks. Check that out, dude.
Okay.
You want to get some? That's some business music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I got some.
It's business time.
I got some money to earn.
Got my business socks on.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, I'm going to backtrack because that just totally reminded me. There was a new Flight of the Conchord special on HBO.
Oh,
No.
didn't see it.
And like 50% of it was like old stuff.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Because
really
if
sad.
it ain't broke,
Wait, what? Are
Don't
you serious?
fix it.
Like they
Yeah.
retread? Was it a live thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was impressive because it was cool. It was them playing live and they played some newer stuff that was just funny. But then they like dug up some old stuff
like
and I
the
was like,
best of.
man, come on.
Like, hey, you guys like this song about robots?
It was funny. It still kept me
Robots.
entertained, but like
Humans are dead.
anyway, sorry, I
Right.
totally just
Are you not
derailed the music
entertained?
conversation.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a both because they're music and
Yeah.
twofer. That's what we call
a
that.
twofer.
Twofer.
What
Anyways,
else have you been streaming other than the not so good AFI?
Yeah, the not so good AFI has been like. We didn't even talk. We were going to talk about this a while ago.
Did you
But
listen to the new Coheed album?
dude, the new. That's what I'm going to say.
Coheed's
I was going
good.
to write Coheed.
That's
The-
good. That's
dude.
legit music, dude.
I absolutely love. I think Coheed and Cambria is one of the best bands of the last 20
I
years.
would absolutely agree.
They just can't not like keep getting better as musicians and the story they're telling. So I'm just confused at what the heck this thing is called. I think it's called The Unheavenly Creatures. It is. It's so good, dude.
It is
so
called
good.
The Unheavenly Creatures.
Yeah, it's just fantastic, dude. And I'm totally like in love with this record.
Whoa.
I think it's so good. I think they're one of their best since the Ascension.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I love it, dude.
I'll have to
Like,
check that out.
I have
Yeah.
yet to absorb it. I want to do a start to finish jam, like, but most of the time, there's some
It's got hot in here.
chairs are squeaking. I because of how much you've talked it up, I actually want to be like a start to fishing. Start to fishing? What?
Fishing. Start
Start
fishing.
to-
Just go on a fishing
start
trip.
fishing.
Start to finish. Listen is what that was meant to
Yeah.
be.
Okay,
Just so I could
now.
absorb it, you know.
Their whole catalog, or I mean just the record?
No, just that
I
record.
was like, that would take you a long time.
Yeah.
because
we got a long
sometimes when I
time.
get records interrupted, then I'm like, then I have to go back and start it
Yeah,
again.
and
if I can't
Coheed's
finish
definitely
it
that
again,
band you got to listen to like a lot, in depth, as
Yeah.
it were.
in depth.
Yeah, dude, it's such a good record, man. And I just don't get bored of them. I don't know what it is. I can't. I'm like, oh, their new record came out. I'm jump in, and I'm like, I'm there again. I'm like, dude, it just.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
definitely they're
stop.
definitely one of those bands that like it almost fits like they're like I don't want to say they're like easy listening, but the type of music like it's not overly offensive, you know.
Well, I feel like they're this band that just keeps putting out good records, and I'm like, when are they going to stop?
Never.
And there was like threats of them stopping before. I'm like, don't stop because this is cool, and I want this. They're supposed to have a movie come out too of like their story they're telling, the whole like Amori like saga that's going
Yeah.
on, the Amori Wars, because like Marky Mark bought the rights to the story.
Really?
Yeah, and he's supposed to put it out, but I don't know when it's coming out.
I also love that Marky Mark lost his name as well.
Sorry, I can't think of it. Mark Wahlberg.
The Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlbogs.
Yeah.
No, but he's totally Marky Mark, dude. It's
Yeah, I
again
know,
just
but,
like Jim.
you guys all
Like,
know what I'm talking about.
I know. I'm picking up. That's what I'm
You
saying.
got those good vibrations.
Hey, Rusty.
Come on, come
Good
on.
vibrations.
So yeah, so that record's been really good, man. Like for me, it's a definite gotta go, man. Like you gotta check it. And then also like the Interrupter record that came out.
Yeah, the Interrupters.
Fight the Good
Mhm.
Fight. That thing came out in June. But
Dang.
it's such a good record
It's
too.
a good one.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
that one either.
It's you probably heard like they kind of have a single like Tim Armstrong from Rancid like basically helped them write this record.
Yeah.
So it's kind of husband and wife duo, like, and then like his brothers are in the band too,
Yeah.
and she sings, and she used to be like a pop singer kind of thing, and anyways, so she kind of met up with these guys, and it's really good.
It's real good.
Real good.
It's
really
like it's
good.
kind of like ska punk tinged, but female led. Good, it's good.
Do you guys like have a website you post all this stuff on?
Yeah, if you go to, it's all on the yeah. If you go to like www.letsgopodcast.com and you click on the show notes, this stuff will all be on there.
Is it Let's Go Cast or Let's Go
It's
Podcast?
both actually?
Oh, snap.
Twofer.
Yeah, in case someone was like, "What was it?" So, but it'll end up just being podcast. But anyways, yeah, if you just go there, all in the show notes, all these bands will be on there. You can check them out. And at times I'll add them to. We have a Let's Go podcast playlist on Spotify.
I do.
So-
I follow.
Yeah, so
you.
we'll probably add some of the bands and records on there. Just have to change it out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this Interrupters Records is a Let's Go.
I'll
It's
check
really
it out.
good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's a good let's go. I'd
It
say
is.
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah. So, and then the other record I wanted to talk about, I just wanted to talk about the new Thrice record, which
Dude, I was gonna say,
yeah. So what are your thoughts on it, man?
it's
called
not
Palms.
It's not as good as Okay, dude, was it the
To be everywhere is to be
no
nowhere.
the tree? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the
Major
name.
Minor.
No, it was their old one.
Oh, the Alchemy Index.
Yeah,
those ones.
Yeah,
Those are just you can't top those.
yeah. So I mean, like, and it, like in the Christian realm, you know, Dustin Kendrick like did his thing and it was amazing, and then like to kind of cycle back, like I
He
just
came
kind
back,
of
yeah.
I kind of expected like this explosion of, you know, Thrice in your face, and I mean it was good. It just didn't. It wasn't like, oh man, he's like.
Yeah,
back
there's
in
some
his
different
stride.
themes though. He's definitely like wrestling through stuff right now on this record,
Oh yeah,
and I think it's good. There's some stuff that I'm like, whatever, like, or I don't know what he's getting at, but musically, I feel like it's good. It's strong lyrically. He's like wrestling through stuff, which is interesting as an artist, but at the same time, like, what's going on? What are you thinking?
Right.
But I think I liked it, but I haven't like re-listened to it a lot. Like Coheed, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this record again.
Right.
But
and again,
yeah, and again.
And
But this Thrice record, I might have to come back to it again, and really.
yeah. I think that
go
I've only
through
listened to it like 2 or 3 times. I mean, it's good. I mean, Thrice
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
super talented
Thrice is a good
band.
band, dude. Like it just kicks off, dude, with that song "Only Us," and it has a really cool like synth, like it has this very like bass heavy synth. I like it the
Yeah.
way it merges into the music. I give that record kind of a go and a half
yeah.
because I didn't fall in love with it. Like
Right.
sometimes a record you listen to, you're like, dude, this record's freaking rad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Kelly, anything to add to any of that?
No, because I haven't absorbed either of those records, so I really have nothing to contribute.
Is there anything that you want to talk about though?
Yeah, there's lots of records I want to talk about.
Yeah, well, let's
Ooh.
hear about that.
Durr.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Where do I start? What's been in my rotation? For those of you who don't mind swearing in offensive rap, the new Eminem is really I like it.
Wasn't a fan. No.
Dude, Kamikaze, good.
Nope.
Good stuff.
Dude, after it got all political, man, like it's just done with me. Like nobody wants you for your political opinions.
I think people do though. I think
You
people like
think?
yeah, because I think he did something like a year ago and people like really related to it. I don't like that stuff. Doesn't bug me. What bugs me is I just don't think he's the best rapper. A lot of people are like he's the best rapper. I'm like really? I'm gonna say a hot take. This is gonna sound crazy. I was listening to like some weird 90s mix that was on the other day. Me and my wife were driving around. We're like listening to 90s mix. And like freaking that guy, wish I was a little bit tall. Skilo?
Wish I
that
was a
Skilo?
baller. Wish
I'm
I
like,
had a girl.
I
who
feel
was
like
good.
he's as good as a rapper as freaking Eminem.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Listen to the verses over the chorus.
Dude,
I'm
but
just
it's like,
saying.
this is the thing though. Like Eminem, you got to like, because he's not like even. It's not just lyrically talented. He's like his tempo changes. It's the words that he used to rhyme. Like he's just better. Like I don't know about the best. I don't know enough about rap to say that it's the best. But like I feel like Eminem's actually rapping, where like most new rappers are just like I'm gonna slow talk you, baby, and
Or
some
they just make up stuff.
yeah, like that doesn't
Right.
make any dang sense.
Right.
You know.
Which is where I'm standing, but
All right.
that's
All right, fine. That's fine. So what do you rate it? What do you rate it?
it's a good solid. Let's go. It's a good solid album. It's not like oh my gosh, you have to pick this up. It's the best thing since sliced bread, but yeah,
All right.
You
I
ever
don't know.
hear that and wonder what they had before sliced bread?
I know, right?
It's mashed
Just
bread.
loaves
Loaves.
before it was pre-sliced.
with
Then you
your
had to
bare
slice it
Hand me that
yourself,
lo-
and then you
It's like
ended
in
up.
medieval times.
Well, I think they just
Yeah.
had knives and they sliced it themselves. I'm
Well, but then it's
Well, 'cause
still
then you'd end
sliced
up
bread.
with
we live in a
uneven
post-sliced
toast.
world, man.
Well, then you'd have
This is the 21st century. We got
Post-slice.
slices on slices.
slices on slices. I've been listening to a record called "Beside Myself" from a band called Basement. That's actually
I feel
really
like I've heard
good.
them.
A friend of mine a friend of ours, I guess, turned me on to Basement on their last record. It's really good. It's just I don't know how to describe it.
Who turned
It's
you on
really
to it?
Tim Floyd,
Oh, okay.
Turf Flurf.
Turf Flurf.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Turf.
Shout out to the Flurf. So that's been a really good one. If you're a fan of like Johnny Cash, kind of outlaw country, there's a new album that just came out last week or 2 weeks ago called Song of the Plains by a guy named Coulter Wall.
Oh yeah, you said
That was another
good.
one
Yeah, it was good.
Talked to Rusty about, but his new album finally just came out and it's really good. I've been listening to that. The new Young the Giant, Mirror Master. I gave that a spin. I enjoyed it. Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit. I believe I talked about going to see him at the Greek last episode. He has a live album that just came out called Live at the Ryman, which is the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. Really good, but it's just, I don't think there's any newer songs, but it's just live performances. So that's really good. Of the greater ones. I did get pumped initially on this new Billy Idol, Vital Idol Revitalized. So it's like remixes of Billy Idol songs.
Oh
and
no, that could either
it
go
start-
really good or really
It
bad.
started off really good, but then the album really tapers off.
Yeah.
So if you want to listen to like the first 10 songs, really
Did
good.
they redo White Wedding?
Of course.
I love that song.
It's a
Nice day for a white wedding.
New album by The Midnight called Kids, really good. If you like pop punk, Proper Dose by The Story So Far, also really good. There are some squeaky chairs in here. There's a great album that just came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago called The More I Sleep, The Less I Dream. That's by a band called We Were Promised Jetpacks, which I also very much enjoy. You told me about that. Touching quickly on Nina Cried Power EP as well,
Yeah.
by Hosier. EP is okay. Performance was great. At the Wiltern, great venue.
Best
Anything will be
venue.
great at the Wheel Turn.
Absolutely. This sounds phenomenal.
Even
at the
Hosier.
Wiltern. Yeah, I don't even know who it is. My Sam went and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Take
then-
me to church. That guy.
Horrible.
You don't know?
It's garbage.
You don't
What
know?
to do? He's got to be.
I think he has a good voice. I didn't, to be honest, because I heard a couple tracks off that EP, and I thought he was going to be kind of like one-hit wonder, but I feel like he's got a little bit of staying power,
Dude, he reminds me, listen to him, and like, granted, I only listened to him briefly, but he reminds me of, remember the piano rock days? Like, that was the thing. It was huge with,
Ben Folds,
Yeah, no, not Ben Folds.
Dude, Ben Folds was dope.
Okay.
Piano Rack.
No, dude, there's that band like Sidecar or whatever. They played at the House of Blues like every other weekend. It seemed like.
Oh, I don't know.
Dang, I'm drawing a blank. I need to bring notes next time.
Yeah, bring notes next
Make
time.
some
Sorry.
notes.
Right.
Come on, come prepared,
Jeez.
bro.
I don't even know.
Sometimes you just want you to jump in.
That's true.
Next time we'll give you an agenda.
All right.
Any quick movie theater movies other than what we've already touched on?
No, I wanted to
No.
go see Venom just because, but I don't care anymore.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
over it.
I
Venom.
really love Ed Hardy, man. I would go see Venom
You
just
do?
because Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
the guy who makes the douchey tattoo shirts?
Yeah, man. Not Ed Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Ed Hardy's dope too, though. Just saying. Tom Hardy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rusty's wearing some bedazzled jeans.
You don't
can't see
even
him.
know.
You know,
Hacking. Yeah, I should have just called him Bane because he's Bane now.
Yes.
Bane.
oh, I'm also Venom. Which is ironic because Bane in the comics would use a thing called Venom to get all pumped up.
Oh, snap.
Nerd.
I know. There you go.
Wrong show, bro.
Yeah, wrong show. I
Wrong
know,
show.
right?
Fun facts.
It always drags in. So, all right. So no more records.
No, I went through a
What did
pretty
you
good
give
pile.
that? What would you rate that though?
Which
What was your
one?
EP?
Go.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Bro, greatest record of all time.
Oh, you can't
Go.
do that right now. Right
Yeah,
now.
you-
At
right
the end,
now.
no,
Yeah, no, you gotta-
No,
you
we
gotta
can't
come
rap
back
like
for that. You
this.
got to
Oh,
come back
fine,
for that.
fine.
'cause We're due for a top
Yeah,
10 list.
we
We're
are due for a new top 10.
We are due for a top 10. So yeah.
Of all time? Dude,
all
your all time doesn't change.
It does. Sometimes it shifts. What if a great record comes out tomorrow and like it's in my new all time?
Yeah, except for
Ooh.
great records don't come out anymore.
I said that yesterday. we were listening to Thriller by Michael Jackson. I was like, dude, no one's gonna write a song like this again.
No.
Right.
No one cares. Any song someone releases this year for
I
like,
said the same about movies. I was watching The Goonies the other day with Christy. I said,
Great movie.
are there going to be movies
Yeah.
like, or have there been even in the last 10 years that are like this caliber of like, this is timeless. This is good.
Right.
yeah, there are.
Weren't they gonna? They talking about remaking Goonies, right?
No, they better not. They're
Yeah,
gonna do a
I
sequel to
pray
it
they
for a little
don't.
bit. Here's the thing.
If they're going to do it as like our parents did this, whatever. Fine. That way it can live on its own.
Like
Don't
a-
bring
a
back
spin-off
any,
type thing?
no Sean Astin, no Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
I don't want any of the original characters in there.
Really? Oh, like a sequel? You mean like if it was the new version of Goonies?
Like a sequel,
Right.
but you
But,
don't
like, they
ever
found
see
the
the
map?
parents.
They found the map or something, a new set of kids?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like the
I don't
remake
want
of
them to do
Jumanji.
it. Period.
Balls,
I don't want it to happen.
Jumanji was funny.
dude. Only because the Rock's in it. The Rock's hilarious.
And Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin, their dynamic is funny too. He's a
Like-
midget.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I actually thought it was better than the first Jumanji.
Dude, I have a funny story about Kevin Hart. I
yeah?
was bouncing at the House of Blues, and I think it was on Sunset, and Wu Tang was there, and DMX showed up, and it was like it turned into like this giant riot, right? And like you know how the loge is all separate from everything in Sunset, so like it's this giant fight in the loge, and Kevin Hart's just sitting there screaming because he's stuck in a chair because people are fighting all over him. It was great, dude. It was great.
Help!
It was great. That was a long time ago.
That
sounds
quite
quite
actually a funny
entertaining.
story. See,
Yeah.
That's a good
I'm
one.
glad you were here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That one story. You're welcome.
I got it.
Right.
It was a good one.
I'm just gonna put that in the title. Kevin Hart story. Listen to the whole episode.
Dude, it was so good. That was like,
Kevin Hart stuck in a chair.
Yeah.
dude, that was like 2003 or 4.
Dang, that was before anyone knew who Kevin
Back
Hart
in the
was.
day.
It was crazy.
Wow.
That was when DMX was still relevant.
Come on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's scary, dude. He's scary.
All right.
He's a little dude too, but he's
Yeah.
scary.
I would
Yeah.
mess with DMX, dude. He's like a pit bull, dude. That's why he has all those pit bulls around.
You know what?
So he's always barking.
What? Dog.
Why are you hollering?
That's my man's in him.
Yeah. I feel like DMX and Stone Cold Steve Austin should have just like hung out because they always.
Oh.
Come on. Come on. What? There, son? Come on. Come on.
You should talk him into a rap career.
Oh, that'd be
Yes.
Dude, I remember like Macho Man Randy Savage made a record, a rap record.
Drink nothing but the
Dude, I saw an
Stone
interview
Cold
with
beer.
him, an old interview with him. That was sad.
Macho Man?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the.
Yeah.
Have you seen the funny video online where it's just like when your friends are on cocaine?
Yeah. What can cocaine do for you?
Oh yeah. They're like, yeah, Hollywood Hogan. No. He's like, oh, yeah, Macho Man.
I know. You see veins popping out of his head.
Yeah, you're like, why are you sweating? You're just talking.
Why are all those pro wrestlers dead now?
Right.
I don't know. Geez,
What
steroids and
happened?
Makes me
cocaine,
sad.
Good mix. Good mix.
Yeah.
The vitamins. Vitamins.
vitamins. It's vitamins.
All right, we're gonna end the show right there as we get into. All right, man. So Kelly, how can people find you?
They can
They want
find
to.
me on the Instagrams at Kelly_makes_music
Hey,
because that's
Ooh.
what I do.
that's what he does.
And podcasts.
Kelly
and I
Makes
podcast.
Yeah.
The things.
And I make music and sounds and podcasts.
Rusty, you're nowhere, huh?
Nowhere,
He's on
man.
he's on the off the grid.
He's
Right.
he's on the
Come see me at
offline
work.
offline
Offline.
social
Maybe.
network.
He's like, I have an AOL account.
Right.
Instant Messenger. Hit
That's
me
good.
up.
I'm on
Hotmail.
MySpace. I got the MySpace.
He's got AIM.
He's got AIM. Find me
AIM
on
and
AIM.
I do.
Hotmail
I do
account.
have a Facebook that I don't know the password to.
Oh, there you
My
go.
account. I don't remember the name.
Cool.
I got nothing.
Good
Cool.
enough.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at J_Rocka. You can find the show at Let's Go Podcast on Instagram and on Twitter. You can visit the website at www.letsgopodcast.com.
Boom.
And please go to the iTunes podcast arena or wherever they call it now and leave us a 5-star review and some comments. That'd be really nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, do that.
Stars.
That
5
would be
stars and
fantastic.
words of
Stars on
affirmation.
stars.
Words of affirmation. And then the best thing that you can do for us is if you go to patreon.com/letsgocast, you can join our Patreon and give us a couple bucks every month, and we would love to send you some buttons and stickers and some fun stuff. So
And some coming exclusive
and some
content.
coming exclusive
Coming.
content. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun stuff coming up.
Yeah.
on the
I just
show.
got a sticker
Yeah.
today. It's dope.
Yeah.
We
My
did some
laptop
things.
is like so much more legit and
Yeah.
luxurious
Yeah.
now that I have a Let's
You're
Go.
like, oh,
Good
this
conversation
podcast.
starter.
Yeah, like,
Absolutely.
oh, what's this about? You're like, it's a podcast, and you can say, I was on episode 48.
48.
Shazam.
There
I got to
you
come
go.
back on 50 just because it's a round number, and
There
that's
you
how
go.
I do.
We'll see what
The
happens.
50, maybe it'll be an extravaganza. Who knows?
Who knows?
Top 10.
It'll be around the holidays.
It'll be around the holidays. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, dude.
Thanks for having me.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Was, absolutely.
All right. My name is Justin.
My name's Kelly.
My name's Rusty.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Like a bite of bread. Let the darkness